Good morning, everybody. It's Miss Sinclair. This is Wednesday, April 21st. This is our assignment to talk about angle relationships. Sorry about that. And so let's get started. Station number 1. Look at the triangles below and classify each of the triangles by their side length and their side measure. So we're going to look at triangle A. You'll notice that by the side lengths, they're all the same sides. So that's considered an equilateral triangle. Side or triangle B, there's a 90-degree angle right there. So this is called a right triangle. What's important in this one is you've got this angle that's greater than 90 degrees, which is an obtuse angle. So we're going to call it an obtuse triangle. And for side D, you have two sides that are the same, isosceles triangle. Okay? Let's move on to station 2. So for this one, we have to determine whether it would result in a unique triangle, no triangle, or more than one triangle. So let's do the ones with the degrees of the angles first, because that's just going to be super easy to do. You know that all three angles have to add up to 180 to make a triangle. So you've got 45 plus 65 plus 90. That is not a triangle. And let's take a look at the second one. 37 plus 59 plus 84 equals 180 degrees. So that's, how do we say that? That is a triangle. Side lengths of 8, 9, and 17. So 8, 9, and 17 are all different lengths of sides. So if every side is a different length, it's a scalene triangle. Again, 5, 6, and 13, all three different sides, scalene triangle. An isosceles triangle with two angles that measure 20. So that's isosceles triangle. Okay, so for this part, Mrs. Brox drops a stack of cards that match the triangle with the correct equation. Determine which equation can be used to find the missing value in each triangle, then find the value of x. So what we have to do is we have to match an equation to a triangle, and then we have to determine what is the angle for x. Okay, so we have 90 plus 20 plus x. So I'm going to say 90 plus 20, that's 110. And I see right here I have 110 plus x equals 180, so this is C. And if I have 90 plus 20, I get 110. So 180 minus 110 tells me that x equals 70. Okay, let's do this next one. I have 2x plus 3x plus 35. So let me write that down. 2x plus 3x plus 35 equals 180. So I have 5 x's plus 35 equals 180. And I find that right here. So this answer is D. Now we have to find the value of x. So to get x by itself, I've got to get rid of the 35. I end up with 5x equals 180 minus 35 is 145. And to get rid of times by 5, I have to divide by 5. X equals 145 divided by 5. X equals 29. Okay, so that gives you an idea about how to finish those last three on that page, so you can go ahead and work on those. This one is a little more complicated, so let me talk to you about this one. We have 2x plus x minus 5 plus 2x minus 5. Okay, so I have a 2x, an x, and a 2x. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5. 5x, and then I have minus 5 here and minus 5 here. So this is equation E. You can go ahead and finish solving the rest of those. Okay. Read each statement, then use the diagram below to describe the relationship between the angles. CBD right here, and DBE. So I have this angle and this angle. Okay. What is their relationship? Well, they're congruent because they sit side by side, right? Let's do this next one. DBE and EBF. Again, they're congruent, but they're also something else because together these two make a right angle, which means they equal 90 degrees. And if you refer back to your notes that we took on this, two angles that equal 90 degrees are called complementary angles. ABE and EBF. So now these two together, they're congruent, they're next to each other, but now those two angles together equal 180 degrees, and according to your notes, those are supplementary angles. You can finish the last two on your own. An isosceles triangle, one angle is 20 degrees more than twice the measure of one of the equal angles. Find the measure of each angle. Okay, so we know we have three angles, right? So we're going to have one of the angles is 20 more than twice the measure of the equal angles. So we're going to say there's an x. It's 20 more than twice the measure. Okay, so that's one of the angles. And the other two angles would be here. And we know altogether that has to equal 180 degrees. So I have 2, 3, 4 x's plus 20. I need to get rid of 20. And to get rid of times by 4, x equals 40. So my angles are 40, 40, and then we have to put 40 in here. So 40 times 2 is 80 plus, so that's 100. Those are the three angles measurements for the answer to A. You guys can go ahead and do that one, those two. All right, we'll do a couple of examples here as well. Let's do this one. These two angles are equal to each other. So my equation is going to be x plus 70 equals 2x. Now I have to get all the x's on one side, so I'm going to get rid of this one. And the way you get rid of plus x is minus x to both sides. Those cancel out. 70 equals, and I've got 2x's minus 1x. So in this case, x equals 70, which is answer D. Let's do this one next. Those are going to be equal, just like we did before. Now I've got a total of 171 if I add this angle plus this angle. So I have 2x plus 15 plus x equals 171. So 2x and one more x, so I've got 3x plus 15. I'm going to get rid of the 15. $171 minus 15 is 156. X equals 52, which is part C, so this is C. X equals 52. You can go ahead and solve the rest of those on your own. We're going to skip station 7. Don't have to do that one. And then we're here. Look at the diagrams below. Write and solve an equation to find the missing angle. So we know that this angle right here, if I count these two sides, it has to add up to 180, right? I also know that 90 plus 35 plus whatever that is equals 180. So I'm going to add these two up first. Well, if those equal 125, then I have to do this. So this right here is a 55. So 55 plus something equals 180. So x equals 125. These three all together equal 180. I know that's a 90 because of the square. You can figure out what x equals. So you can go ahead and finish that. I think we're all done. So there you go. Anthony, I'm working on trying to get that flipped around. I've tried it multiple times and I'm having trouble getting it flipped around. So I'll keep working on that. And hope you guys are doing well at home. Bye.